Soft rain falls over the city of Seoul, the neon lights reflecting on the wet pavement. The air is crisp, and a gentle breeze rustles through the quiet streets. A woman, Jisoo, walks home, her small umbrella shielding her from the drizzle. She hums a soft tune, her heart warm with thoughts of her husband, Minho. Their life isn't extravagant, but it's filled with love. And to her, that's enough. Or so she thought. I always believed that love was more important than money, that as long as we had each other, we could get through anything. My husband, Minho, was a simple man, a kind-hearted, humble soul who worked at a local bookstore while I taught children at a small kindergarten. Our life was ordinary: tiny apartment, home-cooked meals, laughter over late-night ramen. We weren't rich, but we were happy. Minho had a habit of saying, "One day, Jisoo, I'll give you the world." I would always laugh and shake my head. "I don't need the world, Minho," I'd say. "I just need you." He would smile, that soft, knowing smile of his, and squeeze my hand. But looking back now, I should have noticed. The signs were always there. It started with small things. A watch, not just any watch, one that gleamed too brightly under our apartment's dim light. It was expensive, far beyond anything we could afford. A gift from an old friend, Minho had said. I wanted to believe him. I did believe him. Then there was the black car. It would be parked near our apartment sometimes, its tinted windows hiding whoever sat inside. Once, I saw Minho speaking to a man in a sharp suit, his voice low, his expression different, calm, composed, like a man of authority. And then, there were the phone calls. Late at night, he would step outside, his voice hushed. I should have asked. I should have questioned. But I loved Minho, and I trusted him. Until the night everything changed. It was raining, much like tonight. I had left work early, hoping to surprise Minho at the bookstore, but when I arrived, he wasn't there. The owner told me he had left hours ago. That's when I saw it, the black limousine, and stepping into it was my husband. I followed. My hands were trembling, my heart pounding. The car weaved through the city, past places we had never dared to enter, stopping in front of a towering skyscraper. At the top, glowing in golden letters, was a name that made my breath hitch: Kim Group. The doors to the building swung open, and inside, people stood in rows, bowing deeply as Minho stepped out. Chairman Kim, they addressed him with reverence. Welcome back. Chairman Kim? My Minho? I felt my world tilt. This wasn't real. It couldn't be. That night, I waited in the dark. When Minho returned, he found me standing there, his expression unreadable. Who are you? My voice barely came out. He sighed, running a hand through his hair, the weight of years of secrecy settling on his shoulders. I never lied to you, Jisoo, he said softly. I just never told you. His real name was Kim Minho, the heir to one of Korea's most powerful business empires. He had walked away from it all, choosing a simple life, choosing me. I wanted to be loved for who I was, not for my name, he confessed. So I left it behind. I wanted to know what real love felt like. I wanted to be angry. I wanted to scream. But all I could do was stare at the man I loved, realizing that, despite everything, he was still the same Minho who held my hand on cold nights, who made me laugh when we had nothing. Was any of it real? I asked, my voice shaking. He stepped forward, taking my hands in his. All of it, he whispered. Every moment, every word. You were never a part of my plan, Jisoo. You were my only truth. And just like that, I knew. Money, power, status, none of it mattered. Because the love we had was real. It had always been real. A year later, our life looked different, but we were still the same. I still taught at the kindergarten. Minho still sketched in his notebook, lost in his thoughts. And on quiet nights, we still shared ramen under the city lights, laughing like we always had. Because in the end, love isn't about wealth, And wealth isn't about love, it's about choosing each other again and again, no matter what. And that is the real fortune.